So Formula One drivers, we know of them, but what does it take to actually become one? Well, a lot of hard work, a lot of commitment, a lot of money from either your side or your sponsor's side, and some very important qualifications as well. But let's dive into this, guys. Here are the basics when it comes to becoming a Formula One driver. If you know their names, the likes of Sir Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, you might be surprised to hear about what they actually have to achieve in order to be a Formula One driver. F1 drivers these days are as fit as most athletes in any sport. They have a very high stamina and extremely good reflexes. Driving a race is very demanding both physically and mentally. Anybody who's played the Formula One game and raced around Monaco or Singapore for 2 hours will know how difficult it is, but that's in the comfort of your own living room. Imagine going out there to the circuit for real. It's a lot tougher, let me tell you that. That is why drivers dedicate a lot of time to both fitness during the season and otherwise maintaining their physical health and well-being throughout. All F1 drivers lose weight at the end of the race, and that is because a lot of energy is spent by the drivers in working the brake and throttle pedals and also concentrating on the track. And without wanting to get too graphic, it's also sweat as well. I think in Singapore they'll lose 3-4 kilograms of sweat, which is a lot. That's a lot. You'll be very dehydrated if you lost that much water. You definitely know about it. And also a lot of energy is also spent when countering the G-forces on the bends during sharp corners, even the more gentle corners, even the more gentle braking zones. It would be very much a shock to the system for us, the average everyday person, to experience that. It's far more than what you'd get even in an emergency stop during your road car, while in your road car, I should say. And G-force is the force a driver experiences when they accelerate or the car is going around a bend or a corner on the track. F1 drivers will normally experience a force of 2G when accelerating and up to 6G on a sharp corner. That effectively means that any part of your body weighs between 2 and 6 times what it would normally. So if you're stepping on the brake pedal and getting 6 Gs through your neck, your head will effectively weigh 6 times what it would do normally, which would really put a strain on it at that point. I think I'd probably get a neck injury if that happened to me, and most people would too, and that's why the F1 drivers have such strong necks. They look a bit ridiculous, to be honest with you, but it's what they need to actually survive, and survive is the key word here. Survive a Grand Prix distant in a Formula One car. Although a driver's body is firmly strapped into their seat, their neck as well as their legs are free to move. Keeping the leg and neck in position during these high G-forces takes a lot of strength and effort, and that's why F1 drivers assign a high priority to strengthen their neck muscles for high endurance. When it comes to the F1 drivers as well, they have to have something called a FIA super license. That is the minimum requirement to be able to drive a Formula One car. Now, getting this is quite complicated, but effectively, if you win other motorsport categories such as Formula 2, such as the World Endurance Championship, Formula 3, IndyCar, you get a certain amount of points assigned to your application, effectively, your profile, to get a super license. If you get enough of these points, you get into Formula One, and each one of these different categories is weighted differently in terms of who actually is able to drive in Formula One. But in general, if you win F2, if you get in the top 3 of F2, you'll probably make it to F1 based upon that. And with that as well, I'm just going to give a very quick rundown of the 20 drivers that are contracted to compete in Formula One during the 2025 season, just in case you guys have missed the full lineups, because there's been quite a few changes as well. Even people who were confirmed are no longer confirmed. So I'll do it now and just read out the teams and their drivers in alphabetical order of the team. So to start with, we've got Alpine, who keep Pierre Gasly and get one of their academy drivers, Jack Doohan, to a full-time race seat. At Aston Martin, they keep with Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll from the previous season. Ferrari maintain Charles Leclerc, and they also have Sir Lewis Hamilton joining for 2025. Esteban Ocon has joined Haas, and joined with him is Ollie Behrman, as they've got an all-new lineup for 2025. It's also an all-new lineup as well at Sauber, who will eventually become Audi for 2026, but right now they've got Gabriel Bortoleto and Nico Hülkenberg in their cars. McLaren stay with Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri from 2024 in 2025. Mercedes bring their academy driver Andrea Kimi Antonelli into the car for the first time as a rookie, and also keep keep George Russell. The Racing Bulls have kept Yuki Tsunoda, and he is joined by Isaac Hadjar from their academy. Red Bull Racing have kept world champion Max Verstappen, and he's joined by Liam Lawson. And lastly, Williams, they keep Alexander Albon, but he is joined now by Carlos Sainz Jr., son of the famous rally driver from WRC, the world champion as well in 95, I think it was. But yeah, there we go, guys. That's a rundown of what it takes to be a Formula 1 driver. Sounds easy, right? Well, it's not. It's very tough. It's really, really tough. There's a reason why there's only 20 of them, and there's a definite pool of talent to bring people in, but that pool is not exactly flush for bodies really when it comes to the amount of people who can drive a Formula 1 car. But yeah, there we go, guys. For much more F1 Explained videos, do head over to the website. We've got a full beginner's guide to Formula 1 ahead of this 2025 season. If you like this video, why don't you leave it a like, give it a comment, follow us, subscribe, all that good stuff. The link to the article this is from will be in the description if you're on YouTube. If you're on Microsoft or another platform, good luck. Just try and find us, because unfortunately, yeah, we can't put links on Microsoft. Have a word with Bill Gates. Not good enough, is it? Not good enough. But yeah, we'll see you soon for some more F1 content here on the F1Chronicle.com very soon. Like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell as well. See you soon, guys. Have a good one.